There's a lot of pressure that comes along with being famous, and existing in the public eye 24/7 can take its toll on even the most level-headed entertainers, especially if they're tied to a hugely successful franchise. Constant interruptions and autograph requests can get tiresome, but some people argue that's just part of the job. And as with all jobs, some people are just better at it than others. Here are Screen Rant's 10 actors who are terrible to their fans. Christian Bale. Christian Bale avoids the spotlight as much as possible when he's not working, and has said that he aims to maintain a boundary between his professional life and his private one. But that's pretty hard to do once everyone knows you're Batman. Even harder after someone claiming to be your ex-publicist writes a tell-all book about what a jerk you supposedly are. The book claims that when the actor was approached by some young fans at a restaurant, they left his table in tears. Apparently, they received a harsh lecture about manners. And again, we're reminded that Christian Bale does not like to be interrupted. Ewan McGregor. For an actor, being cast in a Star Wars movie should feel like an honor, because it is. The franchise has a gigantic following worldwide, and it's a great opportunity to perform in front of millions of people. So when Ewan McGregor was given the chance to play a young Obi-Wan Kenobi, he took it. The films received a ton of attention, and understandably, the actor was suddenly bombarded by people who wanted his autograph. When he was asked about his relationship with the Star Wars audience, McGregor said that he hadn't met any fans, only wankers looking to make money by selling his signature on the internet. He explained that his issue is with people who take advantage of the franchise's fans in this way. Still though, if there were any real fans mixed in with the wankers he's referring to, they're probably pretty devastated. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow was born into a successful Hollywood family and had access to a lot of opportunities that most of us could only dream of. So when she claimed that her work-life balance as a mother was harder to maintain than regular moms, more than a few eyebrows were raised in response. The so-called regular moms were shocked at how condescending Paltrow's follow-up remarks were to working mothers everywhere. Maybe the starlet's sheltered life really has disconnected her from the realities facing modern parents, but she's not apologizing. In fact, the actress responded in a post on her blog and chided the protesters for projecting their issues onto her. Some people just don't know how to apologize. Simon Pegg. With multiple franchises under his belt, the lovable Simon Pegg has become a household name. And when he took the role as Scotty in Star Trek, people were psyched. The second film, Star Trek Into Darkness, wasn't as well received as the first. When some Trekkies left the theater unimpressed, they did what most people do, took to the internet to express their opinions. Asserting that the movies were straying too far outside the canon, an online poll was created and Into Darkness was voted the worst Star Trek movie of all time. Ignoring the fact that the participant pool was almost definitely biased, reporters brought it up in countless interviews, and Simon Pegg was tired of hearing about it. The actor argued that people who didn't like the movie only felt that way because it was no longer exclusive to a niche market, not because it was bad. Finally, he ended his response with a big F you to the haters. Jesse Eisenberg. Have you ever said something that you tried to take back? A comment that only sounded worse the more you tried to explain it? Jesse Eisenberg has. During promotion for Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, the actor swung by Comic-Con. The convention is a place where fans from all over the world meet to get up close and personal with their favorite heroes. Usually everyone involved has a positive experience, but Eisenberg couldn't wait to get the hell out of there. In an interview afterward, he compared Comic-Con to a genocide. And after someone pointed out how offensive that was, he tried to backpedal. Something about how his senses were being overloaded, he was scared by the fans, and he had to use hyperbole to get his point across. No apology though. Shia Labeouf. Somewhere between Louis Stevens and now, Shia Labeouf started acting a little wacky. And thanks to social media, everyone can share and talk about it instantly. There have been reports of the actor picking fights with fans, then threatening to pull a knife on anyone who intervenes. He's been carted away by the cops on more than one occasion and has had public arguments with girlfriends in the past. Some people are wondering if it's all an elaborate joke or symptoms of something more serious. Fellow actor James Franco has written about Labeouf, saying he wasn't sure if his behavior was part of an art project or the result of a nervous breakdown. Either way, he encouraged the actor not to use up all the good he's built with fans. Robert Pattinson. If you're going to sign on to a 5-movie franchise, it's a good idea to make sure you enjoy playing your character, because you're going to be spending a lot of time in their shoes. But this is something Robert Pattinson completely overlooked when he agreed to play the big screen version of Edward Cullen from the Twilight book series. The movies were incredibly successful and brought in over $3 billion worldwide. A lot of that is thanks to a loyal fan base who followed the story from book to screen. But when the actor took a look at the first book in preparation, he said that it read like something that was written by a crazy person and published by mistake. As a further blow to Team Edward, Pattinson also talked about how much he disliked the character and compared the sparkly vampire with an axe murderer. Oh, and the nickname R. Pats? He hates that too. Alec Guinness. It seems the Obi-Wan Kenobis of the world are kind of a grumpy bunch, and one legendary tale regarding the actor who played him has been circulating for years. The story, detailed in Alec Guinness's book, says that a young fan and his mom approached the actor, and when the child told Obi-Wan that he'd seen the movie over 100 times, Guinness made him promise to never watch it again. Guinness's version has the story ending with the child running away crying, but a different perspective was brought to light from someone claiming to be the boy from the story. The alternate account says the actor was actually quite charming, and that they all shared a laugh after Guinness suggested the boy abstain from Star Wars. The author is also adamant that he never cried either, he just had something in his eye.
This place can be a little rough.
Tobey Maguire. Peter Parker is usually a pretty nice guy, and Tobey Maguire played him well, so it's only natural to assume that he'd be a nice guy in real life too, right? Well, when one fan tried to take a picture with the actor, it didn't go as planned. In a video that spread across the internet like wildfire, Maguire turns and smacks the camera out of the fan's hand. The actor struts away like it never happened and disappears into a crowd of security people. While everyone's entitled to some personal space, the reaction is a little over the top, and considering how disappointing Spider-Man 3 was, he should just be grateful anyone wanted his picture.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Jared Leto. Being in the business for a long time sometimes makes entertainers jaded. Instead of being grateful for their fans, they come to resent them. And sometimes that comes out in really weird, really public ways. Before Jared Leto landed the role as the Joker in Suicide Squad, he was acting in movies like Dallas Buyers Club and Requiem for a Dream. In addition, Leto is also the frontman of the band 30 Seconds to Mars, and it was at one of their concerts where someone took a video of the singer beating a fan in the head with his microphone. Shortly after, another video surfaced of him doing the same thing to someone else at a different show. He also recently made headlines for sending some messed up gifts to his Suicide Squad castmates. Seems like no matter where he goes, Jared Leto is finding new ways to piss people off. So what do you think of our list? Did we miss any other actors who are terrible to their fans? Join the conversation in the comments below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one.